A historic Peace and Harmony Conference organised by the INSPAD took place at the British Houses of Parliament. The conference began with the recitation of the Holy Quran by Sheikh Qari Ahmad Al-Nafais. MP Muhammad Yaseen presided over the conference, while Dr. Tahir Tabassum, President INSPAD, hosted the event. The conference aimed to highlight the UK's role in Pak-UK relations and the issue of Kashmir, as well as the influential voices of Pakistan and Kashmir in the British Parliament. It also sought to acknowledge the distinguished services of powerful Kashmiri and Pakistani leaders by presenting them with awards and prestigious certificates. During the conference, Dr. Tahir Tabassum, President of INSPAD, emphasized the role of Pakistani and Kashmiri immigrants as true ambassadors of their countries, capable of countering negative propaganda and presenting a positive image. He stressed the importance of active participation, both collectively and individually, in advocating for Pakistan and Kashmir to achieve political, economic and mutual benefits. Resolving the Kashmir issue was highlighted as essential, not only for the peace of the Asian region, but also for global peace. Dr. Tahir called on international powers, particularly Britain, to exert pressure on India for the release of peace activist Hurriyat leader Yaseen Malik. Prominent individuals such as Lord Qurban Hussain, Chairman of Labour Friends of Kashmir, MP Andrew Gwynn, MP Paul Bristow, MP Sam Tarry, MP Khalid Mahmood, MP Tahir Ali, MP Tanmanjit Singh Desi and Dr. Khurshid Ahmed, Chairman of the Board of Governance at INSPAD, delivered speeches shedding light on the latest developments in Pak-UK relations and the Kashmir issue. During the conference, several individuals were recognised for their contributions. Lord Qurban Hussain, MP Andrew Gwynn, MP Paul Bristow, Dr. Khurshid Ahmed, CBE, Sardar Joka Singh, Raja Fahim Kiani, Yasmin Dar, Ravi Singh, Adam Abu Ayman and SM Irfan Tahir were awarded the Community Service for Pak-UK relations and long-standing service to the Kashmir issue. Furthermore, the Ambassador of Peace certificate was presented to MP Muhammad Yaseen, MP Khalid Mahmood, David Abrahams, Imam Ahmed Al-Nafais, Rafiq Sehgal, Manpreet Singh, Asia Hussain, Shiraz Khan, Manzar Qureshi and Rehana Ali. The conference concluded with a special prayer offered by Paul Salahuddin for the freedom of Kashmir and Palestine, the stability of Pakistan and the establishment of world peace. SM Irfan Tahir, World News, London.
I'm Muhammad Yaseen, the Member of Parliament for Bedford and Kempston. I chaired Peace and Harmony Conference in absence of my colleague Afzal Khan MP for Manchester Gorton. He's away for Hajj and I chaired this meeting. I think we had a very good discussion about peace and harmony around the world, which is very important. I gave example of my own constituency. We speak 120 languages, more than 110 different nationalities. People live in Bedford and Kempston in my constituencies. I think peace and harmony is very important. We highlighted the issue of Kashmir. The Kashmiris are suffering. We highlighted the issue of the Kashmiri leader Yaseen Malik, who is in Indian prison. And we asking the Indian government to look into his case and many of the Kashmiris who are in prison to give them some relief, because these are human rights violations. And the Great Britain government need to wake up basically and highlight these issues. Business is one thing, but human rights are bigger. So we're asking the government to highlight this issue with Indian government, so these Kashmiris who are suffering from Indian army, they can have some relief.
So we're here today in Parliament. We've just had a very busy conference, many MPs from a number of parties, not just the Labour Party, speaking today. A Peace and Harmony conference, trying to build dialogue, trying to build a pathway forward for justice for the people of Kashmir. We had people from the House of Lords attending as well, many dignitaries, councillors from across the country, because the issue of Kashmir and freedom for the Kashmiri people is one that's so important and needs to be kept alive here in Parliament as well. And I was very clear today that I'll be continuing to push the Labour Party in opposition and then hopefully into government to continue to have a very strong position in supporting self-determination and justice for the Kashmiri people, and that any future trade deals in that part of the world, on the Indian subcontinent, have at their heart human rights attached to any agreements that come about, and that includes tackling and looking at the issue of Kashmir. It should not be swept under the carpet because of the opportunity of creating a better business relationship. Those things should go hand in hand, and it's really important that we continue to make our voices heard on this massively important global issue here in Parliament.
Well, it's been fantastic again to speak at this conference here in the Palace of Westminster here in London. It's absolutely vital that these issues of human rights abuses and self-determination in Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir continue to be raised. As a Member of Parliament for Peterborough, I will not shy away from that duty. I will continue to talk about this and make sure people understand what's going on in that part of the world. It is not okay. If you care about human rights, if you care about justice, you care about Kashmir.
Human rights situation in Kashmir is deteriorating by the day. The Indian occupying forces are picking people up there from their homes, torturing them and killing them. At the same time, there are thousands of prisoners in their prisons. And what Indian government is doing is giving them long sentences, or even in the case of Yaseen Malik, they are turning their life sentences into death sentences. I think this is something which is not acceptable, and that the world should rise up and ask India to stop behaving like this and release all the Kashmiri prisoners and give them the right of self-determination that has been promised by the United Nations.
Yeah, it's been wonderful to be here today. Sardar Tahir Tabassum, he's had this great initiative. He's talking about people from Kashmir, their rights, their life situations, the importance of giving care in a lifetime of a humanity across the globe is as important as, you know, in Britain, so is in Kashmir. I mean, we really feel for these people, and they should get their justice and their voices should be heard. It's a wonderful platform where they're striving and bringing forward these voices to the British Parliament and making sure that these voices are heard, the message is organized and it stands forward, and hopefully we can do something lucrative and productive for the generations in Kashmir to come, so they can have peace and they can have their rights and live their life peacefully.
Sardar Mahmood, Member of Parliament for Birmingham. Today I'm here at the Peace Conference arranged in honor of Muhammad Tahir Tabassum Sahab, who's been a long-standing worker politically, but also in terms of Kashmir and the issue of human rights and civil liberties. I think it's important for us to look at the issue of human rights and civil liberties, but we shouldn't use it as a political tool. Well, human rights are far too important to be used as a political tool. They should be done where there's evidence, and when the evidence is produced, we should all make sure that that stops, whichever government is doing it. And I would want to focus people to India, where the continuous abuse of women, of people, of men, continues all the way along, and we want to stop that.